All right, welcome back everybody to another new episode of A Whole New World, COVID edition, done from our house and kitchen. I am your host, Jacob New, and it is a pleasure to have you guys listening to the show again. So as always, we like to start off every show with a dad joke. So without any further ado, justice is a dish best. Wow, let me start that over. Justice is a dish best served cold. Because if it was warm, it'd just be just water. Get it? Because just ice inside. Yeah. Once you get it out, it's kind of funny. It makes more sense when you can see the spelling. Today we have a very, very special guest today. My wife, Miss Trisha Gnew. And the crowd goes wild. And I try not to get in trouble. So this episode starts off our month of gratitude. And what a better time to think about being grateful for things. Yeah.
But we're not having tacos.
Cinco, yeah, margarita day. You know, that should be what it's called. But what a better time, I was saying, than to think about like what you're grateful for or be more aware of it. So what are some things, honey, that you are more grateful for now that COVID started?
Honestly, I know a lot of people don't like this downtime, but I love it.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I really like that I can just stop. I mean, life doesn't normally stop. I mean, with school and work, my schedule is always like all over the place. And now I just get to be at home and I just enjoy finding new hobbies and new interests and spending time with you. It's been nice.
Thanks, man. Thanks.
I mean, I am ready to go back to normal, but it has been nice.
No, for sure. I think I've enjoyed it too, just having that kind of stop. But I also appreciate the extra time that I've had. I've been able to do a lot more reading and just, spend some time with, I guess, you.
I know. What a shame. I know. What a bad life you live.
So,
like I'm on top of you.
No. But, for a lot of people, this is a struggle, but I think we have to keep in mind that there is good to it, and not trying to disregard the bad things that happen to people, but what are some struggles that you've had? And you said you're kind of ready to get back, but what are some struggles that you've got?
Well, the basic girl in me has lost getting her nails done, but I fixed that. I have learned to do my own nails.
Yeah, show the camera. Show them. Hey,
that's been cool.
Yeah.
But it's been hard to just be away from people. Like, I'm introverted, and it's still hard to be away from people. I mean, it's a blessing to see you every day, but it's like you're all I see. Like, I don't get to really see my coworkers and family. We see my parents maybe a couple times, but it's just been hard to like not have a normal life too.
So I'm glad you said it first. We're both ready to go see other people, not in that sense, but just to go.
I didn't even think about that. No, not like that.
No, but I do agree. I definitely myself miss the socialization aspect and just getting out to see other people, like just even coworkers.
Well, just kind of having your own world.
I look forward to seeing the mailman.
I mean, I just kind of miss my mom. We work in different places, so like that's kind of our home away from home. We get to experience different things, and it's just nice to have different worlds to talk about.
It is, and now it's all kind of morphed into one. But we have.
Sorry.
So, but it's all about finding that new normal, and then once we actually are able to go back, We have not ventured out, and I hope none of you really have taken advantage of that. The 25%, I did see that when they did that this weekend, the number of cases did jump up. So y'all stay home, be safe.
Takeout, curbside is the way to go.
Yeah.
Kind of liking it though.
So, yeah, I don't, because by the time we get home, food's cold. But we live far away, so yeah. So I think our listeners might be wondering two things.
Okay, what do you think that is?
What is one of the most annoying things about living with this guy?
Ooh.
And what is one of the best things?
The best thing I'm going to start with first is living with your best friend. I always tell my friends when they're getting married or like dating or whatever, I'm always like, when you live with your significant other, it's like a sleepover with your best friend every night. So that's really cool. The most annoying thing is I'm a neat freak. Not crazy neat freak, but I'm pretty neat. And I will spend the whole weekend cleaning the house. And you'll just leave stuff, drawers open, socks on the ground. I don't even know, just silly things like that. I clean up and then you just leave it out, I guess would be.
That's a true statement. I do that. Yeah. I could be messier.
That is true. No, you are a really good roommate. You're clean. You're quiet when you sleep. You stay in your little like cocoon. It's great.
Yeah. No.
I mean, I can definitely hang with you for a little longer. Just a little bit.
Yeah, for real.
So let's flip that question.
I thought that was going to be a lot worse than it was, honestly.
I don't know if I want to ask you that, but go ahead.
I'm going to ask that you keep move back this way. Yeah, thank you. Okay.
He just wants me really close.
Yeah, we got to be close. We're married. Okay.
My chair has wheels because I'm too short for a table. It's true.
Best thing about living with my wife, Trisha. Probably actually that you do so many of like the chores I don't want to do, like the cooking. You cook some good meals, and as she said earlier, I am not a neat freak, so it's very nice to have somebody that compliments me in that aspect. And so there's no longer this much dust on top of things anymore.
The dogs don't help with that.
One of the most annoying things.
When I ask you where you're going, what are you doing? Where are you going?
I would have to say it's either that or when you try and have a conversation with me across the house. Just text me or get up.
We live in a small house. Come on.
Nah, that's probably my mom. Yeah, that's it.
Thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whew, I was worried there. I was starting to sweat.
And everybody's sitting there like, "Whoa, you gonna say something dirt?" No, I'm not that mean. But I think not every couple's as lucky as us to get along as well as I think we do. But we're also it's all about what you tell yourself when you're married. We're doing great. And she's sitting over here like, nah, I'm gonna kill him in his sleep. No, not really. But
life insurance is something.
but I think part of it's because like we're in like a honeymoon stage. But what are some things that you think have gotten better in our marriage since this has started?
I think we just finally get to talk and just enjoy each other. I mean, we got married right there at the holidays, so that was crazy, and work was a crazy time, and it turns into the semester. We're both teachers. You talk about work a lot and stuff, and wedding consumed us. So it's just nice to just be a couple, just have fun and just laugh and joke. It's been nice. And our devotional has been really cool.
We did start a devotional. I think that's helped me a lot personally, but
just to value each other.
Yeah, definitely that time to talk is so exciting.
Well, what would you rather?
I'm just kidding.
I mean, we're newlyweds. You do the math.
Yeah.
So.
Sleepovers, y'all.
With your best friend. What about you? You asked me. I want to know your perspective too.
Things have gotten better.
Interview the interviewer.
I feel that our communication has gotten better.
Yeah.
Like, not just like talking, but being able to express to each other, hey, Jacob, go away. You know?
Yeah.
Hey, babe, I need some time. You know,
We're just
I
the
think
same
like
page.
little things like that. I think, and we're a little bit more open about sharing that and less worried about hurting each other's feelings.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
So, but I definitely think that's.
I feel like we're more in sync. You know, finance is everything. Like we've really just been on the same page now.
So, for those of you
making great strides
who don't know, which probably is a lot of you listening, we are currently going through we started Dave Ramsey Financial Peace.
I guess that was a wedding gift.
Yeah,
one of our really awesome wedding gifts.
Really,
thank you, Kristen and Manning.
Yeah, hey, shout out to Kristen and Manning. What up? That we really appreciate. But so like it's help talking about the communication part. Like finances is a big part, and just making sure that we're both on the same page. I think has really helped. And so, especially in this time of COVID, I think if you and your spouse are arguing about that, it might be a good conversation piece. I know we haven't agreed on everything, and we've had some, I guess, arguments, you could say, but tiffs.
Yeah.
What do you think we are? Treats?
Like a little
No.
spat.
We're
not like that.
Oh, we could do spats. We could call it spats.
A little spat.
But
we always do what's best. Like we really do come to a conclusion that's best for our household and our family.
And it's something I've realized about me, guys out there, is that sometimes we have to put our pride aside to make it work, you know. And so I'm working on it. I'm not perfect by any means. No.
Perfect for me.
But you know. Thanks. Yeah. Just we're all perfect for each other.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, I even remember going back through, what was it? When we were buying our house, like we didn't really argue that much. I'm kind of a go with the flow person. So, and since you're more of the planner, she was doing all the research and she gives me choices. That's how it works in our household. She researches things and I'm like, that one.
We always just zone in on the same idea though. Like the house buying thing, we agreed on an area. And then I researched. I didn't just like throw things out there. Wedding, I gave him an area and we kind of discussed, try to incorporate his wants too.
Yeah. So, I think of another question. I'm trying to think what other questions.
I did hear that barber shops are opening on May 8th. Are you super excited about that?
Yeah.
His hair's never been this long. Well, it's been this long, but since we've been together.
It doesn't look that long, but
it hasn't been this long.
I don't like having my hair. It's starting to come over the sides of my ears. So it is something I am looking forward to getting a haircut.
Tangent,
as sure a lot of you guys are. Yeah. No.
I digress. But
we all digress. It's okay. But I keep thinking, like, we're talking kids and stuff. I'm bringing kids into the picture. How much of a blessing it is to have this time to spend with kids.
Yeah.
But also, I understand how it's like we were talking earlier about, I need you to go. I need you to go outside. You know, like,
it's hard.
I think everybody reaches that point, and it's okay. You know. We're both teachers. We reach that sometimes within the first hour. Like, okay, I need you to go take this to another teacher.
Yeah.
You know, like, not to give away our secrets, but yeah, sometimes we just need those little breaks, and it's important to know those. But what do you think has been the most interesting thing that's happened during COVID?
That's a really hard one. I was not prepared. He did kind of prepare me a little bit.
Yeah,
I
made that one up on the spot.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, our dog. Sorry. She distracted me. I really don't know. I mean, I guess I keep saying it, but like, I was really stressed out before this. you know, I mean, I was really with work and wedding and just, I felt like I was pulled in so many directions that I guess it's just been interesting to explore different things and just do things for me, like not really have to worry about others as much. I mean, I don't know. I guess, I mean, I've been watching a lot of Hulu.
Yeah.
There's been some interesting shows on there.
Not just her.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of us are out there. Yeah. Listen.
Yeah. I mean, I don't really have anything that's like, oh, that was so interesting. I guess I got better at cooking. I don't know.
You have tried some new things. And
have.
I think that brings up another good point, is that we've had so much extra time that why not try new things?
Yeah.
And I've enjoyed tasting the new things, honestly.
Yeah. It's been nice.
I mean, I've been slowly working on my my video editing and trying to up my game in that aspect. So just trying new things.
Yeah. Oh, my nails are good.
Yeah, your nails.
Honestly, I guess that's most interesting.
Finding new solutions
to
different things. So
the swing flag.
Yeah.
Our dogs, my dog can, well, it's our dog, but she can't go to the bathroom by herself. So we have to leave the door open for her. So we get flies. It's so frustrating.
So,
in case anyone's wondering. By the way, let me throw that out there.
Yeah. So for those of you who can't see the video and see the little fly that's buzzing around, yeah, that's what's happening.
We're clean, I promise.
Yeah. So,
really clean.
But kind of tying this all in, I think with this time, it's talking with people, the people I've talked with during COVID. I don't know about you. A lot of them have been trying to find the positive. I think and being grateful for things, just because I think for me, being grateful puts you in like a different state where you just have a better appreciation for things that you already have. Yeah. Whereas before you might go out and see all these different things driving around, you say, oh, all the cars, man, I want a new car. You're reminded of things that you want. Whereas here now you're kind of forced to sit at home and be like, what I got's really not that bad. I mean,
I'm sure it's hard for some people. I mean, they've been thrown into the role of teacher. They might not be working. I know my family alone, my dad's commissioned, so he's had to struggle a little bit. So it's hard, but I feel like he's remained pretty positive. He took on a new project and stuff. It's just all about perspective.
Yeah.
Right? Just making the best of the situation.
Yeah. I mean, my heart goes out to everybody that's like been let go from their job or furloughed or whatever it is, and they're not making the same income. Yeah. But I mean, my kudos to those people that have pulled up like their bootstraps and they have started doing things like delivering pizzas or delivering for Amazon. I mean, you gotta make a living. And so my kudos and appreciation.
Thanks. Gratitude for them. Yeah.
Can't think of the word.
Parents that are teachers, you have made their jobs a lot easier.
But
we appreciate you.
Yeah, congratulations to those people that have made that choice. And like she said, parents out there who, we know it's tough. On our end, it's tough to try and design things that are manageable and accessible for everybody at home. Because she and I are both teachers, so we appreciate everything that y'all do. We are so grateful for everything that you guys have done and taken on. And some of y'all are even doing it while working. Yeah. So,
Tangent. But it's definitely appreciated.
Yeah. So, but why is it important? Or what is gratitude to you? I kind of talked about it, but
gratitude's important to me. Like, I know I am someone who works really hard at my job, like in the house, anywhere. Everything I do, I really try to put my best effort in. And so it's just nice when you feel that appreciation from others and you know that you're doing a good job or you're worthy. So I try to keep that in mind and show that to others. I mean, I'm not perfect. It's definitely something I need to keep doing, but I just try to do that myself and be like, oh, thank you for doing that, or I appreciate you doing that. And just try to share that, because I know for me, I appreciate it.
Yeah. And for those of you listening out there, I do tell her I
He does.
appreciate.
He is one every time, even if it's like a text message because he didn't tell me before he left or something. It's thank you so much. I really appreciate. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I think you talked about being appreciated, but I think everybody else wants to feel that in some form or fashion.
Yeah.
Like I know for school and they have us fill out like a questionnaire. How do you like to be appreciated is usually one of the questions. Like, and everybody likes to be shown appreciation in different ways, whether it's like, hey, good job, high five.
Or like a silent note.
Yeah. So I kind of like the notes the best. I mean, I'm at the center of attention a lot, but sometimes to me, it's just those little things that doesn't happen in front of everybody else that mean the most.
Oh yeah.
So
then it's not just for show. It was like genuine. Like my assistant principal the other day sent all of us personalized note cards, and you could tell that she actually took the time to sit there and write for each person. So
yeah,
that was really cool. It's actually on my fridge because that's a nice thing to get.
And you know what? And things like that, little things that we might doesn't really mean a lot, but just showing appreciation. Maybe it's even just like a one sentence that you send to somebody in an email, or hey, it can really change somebody else's life. I know I had a shout out for somebody at my school, and they sent me a message the other day saying thank you very much, and so it really made me feel good that I made them feel the way they did. I'm not going to go into all the details of it because it's personal. But
it's just the idea that you took the time to think of someone else. And it's so hard right now to take the time to think of someone else when you're trying to think of your own family and needs.
Exactly. Especially depending upon your circumstances and stuff. And so, but I one of the reasons why I wanted to start off this month of gratitude with you is not just because you're my wife, but I feel you do a fantastic job of being grateful for other people. And she's always the first person that's like, oh, we should get this for them and say thank you, or give them this gift to say, thinking of how we can show that appreciation. And so as we kick off, it's kind of definitely a more fun, lighthearted episode that we've been having right now.
Nothing serious when you put us in the room.
No, we can try.
No.
And
you should have heard our wedding ceremony. But you would if we got a video. But, hey, different story, different day.
Yeah. Somebody's not bitter. We're still working on that. But so, but our whole point with this whole video, we've kind of shared some things about us and talked about having gratitude. But find something to be appreciative, somebody to be appreciative of and give thanks, because it really makes a difference. And just for me, they didn't have to give me that feedback yesterday about the shout out I gave for them, but I was floating in the clouds last night, just knowing that I made somebody feel so good. Yeah. So, it's not always about us.
Yeah. And a lot of times you won't get the feedback, but you just know you did the right thing.
Yeah. And not a better feeling than just knowing that you
help someone.
Yeah. So, before we go, what's one advice you would give to our listeners? So like one final tip from you that you want them to remember you by.
Again, I wasn't prepared.
Yeah.
Oh, I
that wasn't
know.
the question, so.
Oh, was it?
Somebody didn't read all the way
down. Advice, I guess. I mean, it's honestly what I've learned from you. It's just perspective. Just find the moment. I mean, I would come home from work in tears some days, and he was like, but what happened that was good? So I guess just find that happy moment, and especially now, just find the good.
Funny that you use that, because
you gonna use it too?
No, well, I was gonna say, because when I would say that, she'd always give me like dagger eyes, like
because I'm a girl, I want to vent. I just want to gripe and vent, but I got better at it. I did.
Yeah, you have.
Yeah.
So there you all have it. Best advice from Trisha Gnew is it's all about your perspective.
It is. It really is. It can make or break. I mean, he still lets me have my vent session, but then it's okay, what's the good? And then I'm better. I'm just not harping on it anymore.
It's nice to let it out, but then let it go.
Yeah. Still working on one little thing, trying to let it go. We'll get there.
We're all, sometimes it takes longer to let it go. So
I'm not Elsa. I can't just let it go.
All right. Before it gets real cold and frozen up in here, we're gonna go.
What show about this? Throw me in the spotlight.
All right. My one advice. I'm the host. I'm here every time.
Yeah, but this is between you now, so it's like I can banter with you.
My one advice to everybody is
this is always right.
To find out, figure out what. Excuse me, miss. I'm gonna have to mute you. No. my one advice, I guess, I would have to say, would be to figure out what you truly believe in and what it is that you want to stand for. I say that because if you don't have this kind of core principle, like for me, one of my core principles and what I really strongly believe in is helping other people. And so I'm not a person that's driven by money. So for me, I could be sitting here and all this opportunities come up and it's going to make me rich and follow this one. Then another opportunity, boom. I would just be following things like rabbits. But knowing what it is that I stand for helps ground me and gives me almost a platform to stand on and makes it easier for me to say no to things. So that's my one advice. And I think that's something that I've just recently, within the past couple months, I would even say that recent, that I've just kind of sat down and rediscovered about myself. I say rediscovered because it's always it's been me. I think about what am I, what are my traits, what is it that I want to stand for, what do I want to do, and why did I become a teacher in the first place, and kind of going back to my roots. It's made it so much easier for me to make other decisions and to actually go out and do things. Like I said, it's so much easier now to say no to different opportunities. And while they're great opportunities, it doesn't align perfectly with what I have. So that's my advice.
Find yourself, be yourself.
Yeah.
Follow your heart.
Can't be anybody else but you. Yeah. Be true to your heart. Be true to your heart. That was in Milan, I think. Yeah, Milan. Yeah. I think I'll move you. But anyway, so thank you to everybody that has tuned in. And if you enjoyed this episode, please help us to share the positivity, the message. And, if you only learn to do one thing, learn to make a difference. Thank you all for tuning in. Y'all have a good night.